here at the Savas Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to the second installment of the Western Conference Final Series. Up next, it's Game 2 between the St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche. St. Louis needs to play this game with a little urgency.
Well, win tonight on home ice, Jim, and they're up 2 games. Lose, and they're right back to where they started.
It's all about playing high-energy, up-tempo hockey.
This is where series are won and lost.
Here's a look at tonight's official.
Jim, don't expect to see a lot of careless stick work tonight. That's one area he really focuses on.
That's right, but he does let a little more go in the neutral zone. Nicolishin wins the faceoff over the blue line. Crushed.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Tkachuk out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Delayed penalty coming up for St. Louis. Missed shot by Korea. Lalin reached out for the puck. Tkachuk will get the gate for hooking. And you can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. Colorado is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. It builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Brings it out. Over the blue line.
That's a big-time deep.
Centers it. Cranked from the slot by Waite. In over the line. He gets hit by Pronger. Moved ahead. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Fires it. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove. Brings it out. It's stolen by Nicolishin. Run over.
Great contact.
In over the line. Played out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. In front. Lalin stones him cold. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked him.
That was a big league body check.
Over the line. Muscled off the puck. Johnson moves it ahead. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Huge save. Moved across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets checked by Pronger. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Colorado is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Over the blue line. In front. Wait. Out of their defensive end. It's played over by Strestins. Konowalchuk grabbed it. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Fires! Lalin made the save. Passed across. Brings it out. St. Louis makes a line change. Right in front. Turned away by Abisher. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Weinrich.
He caught him napping with that hit.
Short pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Nice move there by Tkachuk. Brings it out. Colorado puts its third line out. Hit!
That was a throwdown.
St. Louis puts its second line out. Shove. In front. Long pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Shot from the wing by Stratos. Shot blocked by Waite. Cranked him.
That's showing authority.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Colorado's going to make a change here. Shoots! Great save by Abisher! Advances the puck. Over the line. Konowalchuk, wrist shot. Lalin reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. In over the line. Sent flying.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Abisher hangs on for the whistle.
This is one guy that can really turn a game around for you when the pressure starts to rise. Whether it's throwing a big hit or scoring a goal, he always seems to come through.
He plays the game with big heart. A face-off win for the Avalanche. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Bowled over.
Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Into the attacking zone. Mellenby. Blocked. Played across. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Pronger. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Door slammed shut by Abisher. Clark has been nailed for interference.
I think he's a little surprised at getting the 2-minute minor.
St. Louis will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. In front. Weak shot. Big save. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Waite. Jackman gives the puck away. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Turned aside by Lalim. Brings it out. In over the line. Solani corrals the puck. Into the attacking zone. Knocked over.
It's getting rough out there.
Out of their defensive end. And this time, they've gone in offside. We're tied, 0-0. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to the Blues. Knocked down. Oh, he hit the post. Sent flying.
Excellent physical play.
In front. Brings it out. Over the line. Shoved. Colorado puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. Shoved. Over center. Over the blue line. Right in front. Shoots the puck. The door is shut by Abisher. He freezes the puck. We're ready for the face-off. And the Blues get the draw. Drake grabbed it. Kachuk grabbed it. Saved by Abisher. They're getting ready for the face-off. Waite won the draw. Clark sends this game back to 5-on-5 now that he's left the box. Passed across, brings it out. In over the line. Shoots! Laline got a pad on it. Brings it out. Over the line. Bowled over.
A great job of stepping up.
Drake in front. It's played across by Havanov. He gets rocked up by Blake.
Now that's how you body check someone.
Right in front. A shot from the slot by Waite. He misses out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Sent flying.
You can hear that one up here.
Kachuk. In over the line. Shove. Shoots the puck just wide of the net. Brings it out. End to end. He gets pushed by Salvador. Blake. Colorado's going to make a change here. In the corner. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Blake. St. Louis puts its second line out. Passed ahead. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Brings it out. It's passed over by Reichhoff. He gets taken out by High Note. Korea is going to the box for hooking. You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. St. Louis will get a second chance on the power play here. Hall wins the faceoff. Brings it out. In over the line. Laid out.
He got dropped.
Drake. Over the line. Leveled.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Kachuk. Stone cold by Abisher. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Pronger.
He leveled him.
Out of their defensive end. St. Louis makes a line change. In front. Great save by Abisher. Colorado puts its #2 penalty-killing unit out. Lalline turns it aside. Into the attacking zone. Oh, what a big hit.
Hit. I could feel that one from here.
Quick shot by Kachuk. Now, just because he hasn't been a head coach before doesn't mean this guy hasn't been around the game for a long, long time.
No, Jim, Mike Kitchen spent 9 seasons as part of the Toronto Maple Leafs coaching staff before he joined the Blues as an assistant coach in 1998.
Abisher freezes the puck. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Waite. In over the line. Blake went short. Over the line.
How about that deke? He really hung him out to dry.
Drake brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranks it from the right. Abisher reached out for the puck. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Kachuk in over the line. St. Louis is now 0 for 2 on the power play. Long pass. Brings it out. Over the line. Hendrickson with a wrist shot. Lalline reached out for the puck. Watch how quickly this guy gets down in this butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pads.
Face-off won by Waite. Over, brings it out. Over the blue line. Pushed. Mellenby, quick shot. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break.
Why not rent one of our luxury boxes? All boxes feature great views, waiter service, and free merchandise.
Second period's about to start.
We should see lots of early pressure, Jim, as both sides try to set the tone.
Face-off won by Hendrickson. Up through center. He gets hit by Barnaby.
Real power there.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Wrist shot from the wing. Long pass. Right in front. Lalline makes the save. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove.
There's some physical play.
Knocked down.
A smackdown.
Kachuk. Quick pass up. Intercepted in the slot by Pronger. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Vannanen. Shoots it. Big save.
You always have to keep your head up. If you don't, that's exactly what happens.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Waite. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Havanoff. Checked. Over the line. He gets run over by Solani. Scramble. Shot from the point by Konowalchuk. Leg save by Lalim. Brings it out. Hit.
That looked like trouble.
And the Avalanche are offside. The Blues have big league skill right through their lineup.
This team likes to play with the puck, and that's how they beat you. If you want to hold them off, you need to finish your checks.
Face-off won by Korea. Crushed.
He got worked over on that one.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Run over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked.
He got clocked that time.
Brings it out. Moved over the line. Flattened. Cranked him. In front. Hard slap shot by Martins. It goes wide. Colorado is under relentless pressure. And they get called for icing. They're getting ready for the face-off. Korea won the draw. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Solani gets hit.
That'll keep him honest.
Shoots it. Blocked. Kachuk. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hard shot. Mellenby gets run over.
He took a solid check there.
Shoots it quickly. Konowalchuk misses. Brings it out. St. Louis makes a line change. Mellenby shoots the puck. Henriksen grabbed it. Brings it out. In over the line. Big hit. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Laline made the save. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. The action's about to start. The face-off goes to the Avalanche. Over the blue line. A shot from the slot by Korea. Pad saved by Lalim. Danton will get the gate for interference.
There's interference on the play, and he'll spend some time in the box.
Johnson wins the faceoff. Brings it out. In over the line. Crushed.
You've got to keep your head up.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Laline shuts the door. Brings it out. Over the line. Hit. St. Louis Blues are on a line change. Over the blue line. Centered in the corner. Laline with a tremendous save. He hangs on. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. A faceoff win for the Avalanche. Moved back by Nicolishin. Johnson brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Checked.
That was a devastating blow.
Nicolishin out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoved. Played across. Quick shot from the wing by Barnaby. Laline made the save. Passed across. Through center. Foot controls the puck. Leveled.
You could feel the impact up here.
Hit. Over the blue line. He gets rocked by Havanoff.
He delivered a message with that one.
In over the line. Blake brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed.
I wouldn't want to be him right now.
Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Knocked down. A lateral pass. Knocked him off the puck. Over the blue line. Shoots quickly. Misses. Brings it out. End to end. He gets checked by Solani.
He had him coming and going.
Moved up. In over the line. Shoved. One time. Scores! I think he was screened.
There's nothing as lethal as a quick and accurate wrist shot.
The goalie will be seeing that one in his nightmares. Halfway through the second period, and suddenly it's 1-0.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim, especially after holding the line for so long.
Pushed off the puck. Over the line. Taken out.
He took him down.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. In front. Mowed down. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. Colorado's going to make a change here. Fires it. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Mellenby. Abisher made the save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Tkachuk. Goes behind his net. Out of their defensive end. It's moved over by Mellenby. Checked. Brings it out. Offside Colorado. Colorado has stayed out of penalty trouble so far, and that's a great sign.
Well, the key is they haven't backed down at all, but they've avoided the retaliation penalties. Those will kill you.
And the Blues get the draw. Passed over. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Played over by Sillinger. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Abisher turns the shot aside. Over the blue line. Brings it out. In over the line. Bad scramble. The crowd's upset. No penalty call. Into the attacking zone. Laline got a pad on it. Out of their defensive end. Colorado puts its second line out. Centered in the corner. Moved back. It's a scramble. Lalime covers up. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Hendrickson. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hard wrist shot by Mellenby. Great save by Abisher. Over the line. Knocked over. In over the line. He gets hit by Vananen. Nice delivery. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Turned aside by Lalime. And that's the end of the second period. 1-0 as we head to the break.
Just a reminder, next Tuesday night is hat giveaway night. The first 3,000 fans in the building will receive a limited edition hat featuring our emblem.
It's time for the third period.
With a score like this, you can expect both teams to try to crank it up.
The faceoff goes to Colorado. Over the blue line. Cranked him. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets leveled by Konowalchuk. Brings it out. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Abisher made the save. Brings it out. Over the line. Played back. Lalime made the save. Rocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Korea. In over the line. It's given away. away by Pronger. He gets bowled over by Waite. Blocked out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Abisher moves it ahead. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Barnaby. In the corner. Played up. Brings it out. St. Louis puts its checking line out. Hit! Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked. Goes behind his net. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Run over. Henriksen brings it out. He gets pushed. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Highnote. Over the line. Hard one-timer by Salvador. Stick save. Saved by Abisher. Colorado's going to make a change here. He gets hit by Salvador.
Knocked him right off the play.
Martins fires. Lalline got a leg on it. And he covers up for the face-off.
You could see the look in his face. He cannot believe that there wasn't a penalty call.
And this is what got him all fired up. You be the judge. The puck is about to be dropped. A face-off win for the Avalanche. Played back by Korea. Right in front. Moved ahead. In over the line. Waite gets shoved. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets rocked up by Jackman. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Over. Shoots. Big save by Abisher. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by Tkachuk.
Lines him up and sends him down.
In over the line. Hit. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Havanov pushes him. A lateral pass. With a weak shot, Lalline covers up for the whistle. Foote is an all-round player.
Now, Jim, that term is sometimes overused in this league, but it really fits this guy. Every aspect of his game is rock solid, and you just can't say enough about his character.
Face-off won by Martins. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Abisher made the save. Move back. In front. Awesome save! Advances the puck. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Salvador. Brings it out. End to end. Clark flattens him.
Great body work so far.
Into the attacking zone. Danton shoves him. Solani shoots the puck. Stick save by Lalline. Out of their defensive end. Goes behind his net. Over the line. He gets checked by Waite. Brings it out. In over the line. A lateral pass. Right in front. Turned aside by Abisher. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened. Moved up. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. A shot from the slot by Brigley. Misses. Brings it out. In over the line. Tkachuk roughs him up.
Jim, that's how you earn respect in this game.
Through center. Over the blue line. Short pass. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the line. Mellenby now with the puck. Henriksen gets in the way. Colorado is one of the hardest working teams in the league.
This is a tough physical team. They take the body hard, and they play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle, and the face-off is won by Martins. Into the attacking zone. Taken out. Big hit. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Johnson gets the shot off. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Moved over by Blake. He gets hit by Denton.
Knocked him down.
Brings it out. Over the line. Johnson denied by Abisher. Johnson stoned by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Turned aside by Lalim. Brings it out. St. Louis Blues are on a line change. Moved ahead. Brings it out. In over the line. Turned aside by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. In front. Lalim made the brilliant save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hard wrist shot by Kitchen. He scores, and we're tied at 1.
He let go of the wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. St. Louis claws their way back to a tie late in the third.
Talk about timing. Now if they can just hold on until the end of regulation.
Brings it out. In over the line. He gets leveled by Havanoff. Mowed down. A lateral pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets bowled over.
He slammed him big time.
Played over. Brings it out. Advances the puck. Shove. Right in front. Centers it. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. You can see this guy's playing with a lot of confidence.
Now that he's got one on the board, you're going to see him get more chances. Once you find the net, the puck always has a way of finding you.
We're ready for the face-off. Colorado wins the face-off. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Run over. In over the line. He gets hit by Konowalchuk. Brings it out. Over the blue line.
He burned him with that move.
He gets laid out by Salvador. Over the line. Clark mows him down.
Very impressive.
Konowalchuk. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Bowled over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. Over the line. Bugner outmuscles him.
Ran him down. Neither side could put it away in regulation. So we're off to overtime.
How did they make our games more enjoyable to you, the fans? If so, we'd love to hear from you.
Regulation ended in a tie, so we're headed to overtime.
Time for the go-to guys to get to it.
Face-off won by Sillinger. Rocked.
That shook him up.
Into the attacking zone. Nice little move by McKinnis. In front. Saved by Abisher. In over the line. Lalim made the save. Moved across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Run over. Hammered. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's moved across by McKinnis. Over the line. Rocked. Quick puck movement out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked by Havanoff. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Moved over. The Blues come in offside.
Oh, did you see that? He got utterly pasted there.
They're getting ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Waite. Bowled over.
Talk about a headache.
Brings it out. Little deke there by Solani. Over the line. Cranked him.
He's a bit stunned after that one.
Into the attacking zone. Millenby shoots the puck. Door slammed shut by Abisher. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Avalanche. Solani controls the puck. In over the line. Level.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Pushed. Right in front. Hard wrist shot by Waite. Scramble in front. Passed ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Laline makes the save. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets bowled over by Skrastins. Brilliant save by Abisher.
Oh, Jim, you can see by the look on his face, he can't believe he didn't beat the goalie with that one.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Korea. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Knocked down. Honger brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's given up by foot. A shot from the slot by Tkachuk. A lateral pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Skrastins. Crushed.
There's one to remember.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Ooh, off the bar. Brings it out. Passed over. Over the line. Heinote shoots. Laline made the save. Heinote went short. Barnaby shoots hard. Laline denied him. He freezes the puck.
Jim, this rivalry's really starting to heat up. These two teams are getting physical, and it looks like they don't like each other too much.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Waite. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
He got laid out.
In over the line. Run over. Laline covers up. The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to Colorado. It's passed back by Korea. Konowalchuk grabbed it. Great save! Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit! Across, brings it out. Over the line. Huge save by Laline. Brings it out. He gets checked by Solani. One-time shot by Millenby. St. Louis applying tremendous pressure here. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Korea shoots the puck. These two teams don't like each other, so I thought we might see a fight or two.
And these guys are definitely ready to rock and roll.
Display in the ring that time.
Oh, man, did he do a number on him.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Waite. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked down.
Sends him down.
Moved back. Centered by Tkachuk with a one-timer just wide of the net. A lateral pass. Colorado under attack in its own end of the ring. He gets rocked by Tkachuk.
Sends him packing.
Checked. It's played up by Hall. Over the line. Lalime denies him. Moved up. Goes behind the net. Matos shoots it. Saved by Lalime. And he covers up. About to drop the puck. And the Blues get the draw. Moved over, out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Wait, one-time shot. Goes behind his net. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Mellenby shoves him.
No mercy on that play.
Lalime made the save. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets taken out by Bugner. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked. Quick puck movement. Into the attacking zone. Mellenby. Brings it out. Martins picks off the puck. Henriksen dumps it in on the end boards. Salvador moves it ahead. Over the blue line. Abisher makes the save. Passed over. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Heinold. Pushed aside by Lalime. Out of their defensive end. Level. Run over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Blake gets smoked.
He couldn't avoid that one.
Over the blue line. Turned away. Quick shot. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to the Avalanche. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets run over by Pronger. It's picked up by Blake. Konowalchuk grabbed it. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Tkachuk.
He dropped the hammer on him.
Passed across. Shoots the puck. Abisher made the save. McInnes brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Wait with a wrist shot. Turned aside. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. Brings it out. In over the line. Colorado puts its checking line out. Over, brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Wrigley. Played over the line. Moved over at center. Over the blue line. Fires it. Worked over, brings it out. In over the line. In scores on a great individual effort. And that ends this one. Colorado takes the loss and finds themselves trailing the series by 2 games. Wow, what a wristery uncorked on that goal.
That was an absolute laser beam that found the back of the net.
From St. Louis, Missouri, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.
You